Hey guys, welcome to 7 Days to Die, Rome, Creative Mode. This is part 27. Um, okay, so I got a couple things to explain before we get going. One, silly me made the mistake of, for part 26, putting the thumbnail as part 11. Um, long story short, I had to create a new one using the old one, and just so happened the old one was part 11, so I just forgot to switch the part. So I'm sure that confused you guys for a while. So that is part 26. I have fixed it now, so it should be all fine. That there has been some echo in a lot of our videos. I've noticed. We've solved the problem. I figured out what it was. Uh, this headset is now broken, but this cushion thing came off, and I couldn't find it. And the cushion thing was keeping the volume or the sound from going into the mic, and with that off, it was creating the echo. Or on top of that, if the sound is coming through my speakers and also going into the mic on the webcam, it creates an echo. So I've taken precautions to fix that. So hopefully that will never happen again. So yeah, such as games like Assassin's Creed, Unity that I posted a part 1 on, I've taken that down because it had echo later on, which I didn't even know. It had echo like 10 minutes into it. So the beginning was fine. It was just later on that it started doing it. So I took that down, but we'll be doing a series on that later when Ubisoft decides to fix the frame rate of that goddamn game, because it is horrible. It is literally unplayable. So, anywho, continuing on, we are going to. Oh my god. Oh, we got more than just the church. We got 2 buildings over here. I'm gonna get. There's so many supply drops. There's like 6 of them over here.
Because you keep on forgetting to shut them off.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. So we're gonna make the layout of this building real quick so we can get this building done. And then once we're done with that, we're gonna start the biggest build yet. This is a very, very big build. It shouldn't take that long because it'll probably be pretty simple. But our plan is we're gonna, actually the map might be the best thing to do. The map is really cool looking for this. It's kind of cool to see. But our plan is we're gonna make basically wall off a huge area, probably along the shore here. Wall off Rome, basically. We're gonna make the walls of Rome, and then we're just gonna fill it in with as much stuff as we can. That way, we kind of give ourselves an end date on this series, because since this game is, procedurally generated, where it just never ends, Rome would literally be just huge. This series would never end, and with new games coming out and stuff like that, we want to make sure we have the time to do each game, and not spend too much time on one particular game. So that's our plan. We're gonna, if we don't start at this episode, it'll probably be next episode most likely. We're gonna start creating the giant wall that goes around, or at least lay it out, and then that way we can build within it, and know kind of where we're going with that. So let's so I'm thinking like this building could be long, like it could like stop like here, but it doesn't have to be. I'm thinking like there is good.
Are you sure you want to make it long?
I don't think that's like crazy. Do you think that's big?
Probably...
I'm not gonna make the sides the same way the front is. It's gonna be a lot simpler on the sides and back. The back might be the same as the front, but the sides are gonna be I think it'd be kind of cool to make it like a hall. We could like decorate it on the inside and make it look cool. You know, like the sides are going to look pretty plain, but the front and the back, I think we'll just copy it. I think that'll be pretty easy to do. Am I on lined up here? I don't think so. Off by one. So that's what I was thinking. Get rid of this damn bush. There's a bunch of bushes around here. Corn. So I'm just gonna do a concrete kind of frame. If you want, you can mimic the stairs.
Which side?
It's going to be on the opposite side of the stairs are here, so over here. Literally, the building's going to be like a hallway. You know what I mean? So, like, the complete opposite side of the stairs are on, so they're going to be right over here, going this way.
So on the two sides or in the back?
Right here. Like this wall that's over here, the one that we've owned, the one that we've built on the complete opposite side, the one where you're at right now is where we're going to build the stairs.
Alright.
So it's going to be, it's literally copying the other wall, like mirror image it, so it's on the other side, facing this way. So you can walk in one end, walk out the other, kind of thing. Because this building is not. Oh, what the hell? That was weird. This building doesn't have, like, it's not finished. Well, it was, but there's no, I don't know what it's called, so I don't know how to look it up to see if there's, like, actual pictures of what it looked like when it was first built. I'll need a hard to use 64 one. Holy shit balls. I believe it's just too high over here, I think. Oh, it's 3 high. It's 2 above that. Right? Kind of hard to tell. Here, I'll clear you a path. dig, 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 dig. Dig a hole, dig a hole, dig a hole. What's that from?
I don't know, what's it from?
Does it sound familiar?
No.
Ed, Ed, and Eddie. You know, Eddie's like, dig a hole, dig a hole, dig a hole.
I haven't seen that in years.
Were you more of a Nickelodeon fan or a Cartoon Network fan?
I watched them both. I haven't seen that in years.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah, well, I don't have the incentive to watch it.
Just watch the show all the time, man.
He also said buttered toast.
No, I know. Just I'm digging, I'm not making buttered toast.
He slept in a bathtub.
In a basement. Alrighty.
Watch that, Looney Tunes, Rocket Power.
Yeah, Rocket Power is a pretty sweet show. I like that show.
Rugrats.
I don't like Rugrats. Never did. Probably never will.
Cat Dog.
I didn't mind Cat Dog. But Rugrats never appealed to me. 1, 2, 3.
Dexter's Laboratory.
That was a cool show.
Um,
What was his nemesis' name?
I think it's the W.
No, it was something like Darktooth or Mantooth or...
I can see his name. I can see his face.
Yeah. He's got like a balloon head.
Yeah.
Fuck, what was it? It's gonna bother me.
I'll look it up.
You're gonna look it up right now?
Yeah.
It's like man something. Man.
Man Dark.
I knew it! I was like Mantooth, man something. Mandark?
Yeah.
That's funny. I like when he like goes to dodgeball with his robot. Just like kicks everyone's ass.
They both do, don't they?
Yeah, I think he ends up showing up. Remember they had the, like, in between the episodes, they'd have, like, the Justice Friends thing. Where it was, like, the guy with the blonde, long hair, and then they had, like, the Hulk kind of guy. And they were, like Justice guys that, like, live in an apartment together.
Yeah.
What's the name of that? That would bother me.
I don't know. I like the one where he's trying to learn French and then it gets stuck. So all
Yeah,
he can say
omelette
is,
du
"Ah,
fromage. Omelette du fromage. Oh, this is cheese omelet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he wakes up, that's all I can say.
Yeah. I like when he gets the dog. You know, and his like dad, he thinks his dad's gonna freak out when he finds out he has a dog, but his
Yeah.
dad ends up like loving it, and then he teaches it how to speak, and it's like the most annoying thing in the world.
Yeah.
It's like, hey dog, hey dog, hey you. It's like screaming out his window at night.
The cartoons were there. Can't think of any more. Those were the main ones that I watched.
Fucking Powerpuff Girls, yo. Courage the Cowardly Dog was probably my favorite.
That was a pretty good show.
I loved the fact that like the creepiness of the whole show is awesome. Like when that director shows up and he wants to make that film in their basement. And the whole reason why he wants to make the film is so he can resurrect his like filmmaker brother or cousin or whatever who was buried in the basement.
Or those three ducks.
They didn't scare me.
They didn't scare me either. It's just.
I thought like the monster, like the swamp monster one was creepy. The one that like they like find out the swamp monster's like
That show didn't really scare it. Like nothing did.
Yeah, nothing scared me in the show, but there were like creepy parts where I was like, that's legitimately creepy. And that's what I liked about it, is when it like creeped me out. But there's like one where there's like this swamp monster that's on the loose and it like shows up on the news that it's like ravaging through town. And when they're watching on the news, all of a sudden like it shows like the monster walking towards like the next place it's gonna attack. And it's their farmhouse, so it just shows like the monster as they're watching TV, like they're sitting there watching TV, and the monster's like on the news and it's walking towards their house, and it's creepy because it's like you imagine that in real life, you're like, you know, see on the news that like this monster is out doing shit, and all of a sudden while you're watching it, it's walking towards your own house, and you're like, shit, the thing's coming after me. That'd be scary. Or like the pig. Oh, wait, that guy was. There's a couple. There's the restaurant that Eustace goes to, that like serves human meat or whatever. That has like the pig butchers and stuff. There's like a bunch of pigs running the whole thing. And then there's the haircut guy, who's like, I want to do something very naughty. You know, that guy.
Yeah.
He's fucking creepy. Then they have like the Loch Ness Monster that sings like the opera. What else? Yeah, there's a lot of them that are really, really good. And that's on. I might watch that. That's on Netflix.
Watched a little bit of Wacko's Modern World or whatever it's called.
Rocco's.
Yeah, Rocco's.
Rocco's Modern World. It's Rocco's Modern Life.
Yeah, there you go. It's been years, dude.
I know, this is funny. That was funny.
I watched that, and then there was one about monsters. I forget what it's called.
Oop. I like their neighbor, Mr. Big Head. He makes me laugh.
Then Scooby-Doo is another one I watched.
I liked Pup Named Scooby-Doo more than normal Scooby-Doo. I liked the animation more. I liked the stories more. Like it was better. Like I didn't like the whole like 1960s or 70s or whatever it was, like animation with like the shitty music and
I don't
just
know.
to
I
me
liked it.
it wasn't as good. That was Ren's like favorite show, Scooby Doo.
Wasn't my favorite show, but
I was more of a Bugs Bunny fan than a Scooby Doo fan.
yeah, I like Looney Tunes.
Roll Reggie. Yeah, dude, like old school Bugs Bunny is so funny.
Especially if you watch it now. Like it's so suggestive.
Oh my god, dude, he like dresses up like a woman like 1700.
Yeah, and then as a kid, you don't really care. You're
He's
just
just
like,
like, that's funny. Keep doing it, Bugs. You're doing a great job.
yeah. And then you just like, and then just the characters just light up cigarettes
Yeah.
and drink.
Which I do not think at all that is like inappropriate. Because it's not used in a context that makes it noticeable. You know what I mean? It's like when parents complain that you swore in front of their kids. It's like they didn't know that was a bad word until you just told them. You know what I mean? It's like if I walked into a room and was like, holy fucking shit, the little kid's not gonna be like, oh, you said a bad word. And if they do, it's because their parents have told them that that is a bad word.
Yes.
I'm not saying you don't tell your kids that there's bad words. I'm just saying that, like, constantly saying, don't say that, it's a bad word or whatever, is, like, almost giving the kid, like, more of a temptation to say something like that. You know, it's like with Looney Tunes, it's like when they put a cigar in their mouth, like Yosemite Sam smoking a cigar, he's not like, man, this fucking cigar is tasty. You know, like, he just doesn't mention it. He acts like it's not even there, you know?
Yeah, and then or like when Bugs Bunny like smokes it, they just like cough a million times.
Yeah.
You can't handle it. And it didn't make me as a kid want to go out and be like, I want to smoke now.
No, yeah.
Like all the parents are like blowing out of proportion. Like, my kid wants to go out and drink now, or have a cigarette, or do this. It's like, no, he doesn't.
Yeah.
He's gonna mimic, but
Yeah, it's pretty stupid.
that's why modern day cartoons, they can't smoke or drink.
Oh shit, dude, we might have fallen under the same thing again. Remember, there's floor, so this first one's gonna be deleted. But it's okay.
Or not, because the other one, the other side, I'm at the edge. So this one's like off by one.
What do you mean?
Where I started, where the stairs.
Oh, here?
No.
Well, I can just delete that. That's not a problem. So I'm trying to line it up properly with the front, because it's the stairs go up and then it's two over and then the building. So if the stairs start here, it's two over and then the building. So I gotta delete. Here all the way up. We're definitely gonna have to put spore beams on this to hold up the roof. There's no way there's gonna be able to be a concrete roof across this without collapsing.
Yeah, like our other one.
Oh my god. We could make the roof really thick and put metal beams, trusses in between. You know what I mean? It's not like as long as the appearance looks good, it doesn't really matter. Damn it.
Really? Really?
What?
I place something down and it takes forever to render.
Really?
Yeah. Like,
It's no bueno.
it's not that even if it's going slow, because I can, like, move. It's just takes forever to render. I did the whole bottom stairs without a problem.
Maybe rejoin.
Oops.
We should definitely. I'm gonna enjoy like creating like the inside of this place. It's gonna be kind of cool. Actually, be able to do an interior for once. God, that Circus Maximus build was crazy. Seriously.
Took a long time.
Oh my god. It took almost 25 hours. It took an entire full day. Constant building if we were to have done that, but
We have to sleep.
that would have been
work.
like mind numbing if we had to fucking sit there and literally do the whole thing in one sitting.
Yeah, we have lives.
Yeah.
Even though it may not seem like. But they only see an hour's worth.
Right. Alright, so the walls are done up to there. I think I'm just gonna put all the rest of it in. I don't think I'm gonna do anything fancy here. I don't think I want to do window. Or do I? Do I want to do window? I'm not sure. Decisions. No, I'm not going to do windows.
Oh wait, maybe I will.
Yeah.
Tomorrow you're just like, yeah, I should do
Yeah,
it. And then you destroy it for the window, and then you're like, nah, and then you fill it in again.
Yeah, I'm not going to do the windows. If I do the windows all the way around, it takes away from the windows in the front and the back. More concrete.
This was a real swamp, we'd be screwed.
What, it would just sink in?
Yeah. How
Well,
heavy this thing is?
in Rome, it's actually built on a swamp. And they spent the first, you know, I don't know, a couple decades or whatever, they spent draining it. They built huge underground sewage systems and stuff to drain all the water out. Which is just like almost unbelievable because they weren't like an organized city yet. They were just like multiple tribes that decided to get together and build these super elaborate sewer systems, which is funny because those sewer systems is what allowed Rome to grow so big. So basically they like built this huge infrastructure knowing ahead of time that the city was going to become that big, which is crazy because, like, you know, if you think about like anything you would do in your life or whatever, it's like it's hard to believe that they had the ambition as such a small civilization at first to build something so big but have it have like almost no purpose at first. You know what I mean? Like it's like you could build just about anywhere else, but you decide to build a ridiculously huge sewer system, you know, when you could be building houses and you could be building all this other stuff that, like, you know, it blows my mind. But
it blows my mind a lot of things that were made back then with what they knew. Or how fastly they can make something. Like the conversation we had the other day when I was watching the documentary.
What? What documentary?
Of the statues.
Oh, right.
37 years.
I was going to go to see those statues when I was there, but they were like 400 or 500 miles away from where we were at, and they're not in like a big city. So literally, you'd go all the way there just to see them and then turn around.
Yeah,
it's like if they put like it's like if they put like the Statue of Liberty in like the fucking desert. So you just go see the Statue of Liberty, and then that's it. There's nothing to see after that. And it would have taken an entire day there and back just to see it, so it would have been just a waste for, at least for Ren. For me, I could have done it by the time Ren left. I'd spent the majority of my money, so kind of had to play it safe from there on. Okay, I think use this.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. It's like spans to just, you could fit 10,000 football fields.
Yeah. That's what happens when you own a nation that has so many people.
Yeah, but it was all slave labor.
Yeah, I know, but when you have that many people,
yeah,
you can control that many people.
Majority of the people that were enslaved to do that either owed the government something or they did a crime.
Well, China is not shy on committing crimes, that's for sure.
And it's just, they don't know, like, what even, like, sparked him to do that, like, to want to have that. They have, like, theories.
Well, what I've heard is they did it because he didn't want to be buried alone.
Well, what they think is he wanted to be, since he created so much enemies, and they believed in the afterlife. That's why he was buried with, like, all this gold, is the army was set up to protect him. But for 37 years, it took to make 8,000. Just those people, 8,000 people, not the chariots, the horses.
Right.
plus, what's crazy is all the weapons that they were carrying, or once carried, that, uh, all of them being bronze, they were all sharpened. And they weren't used in war. So, like, they were, like, looking to see if
what's happening here?
An area got dulled, like the bronze got dulled from fighting. None of them had any signs of.
Well, one second, sorry. God damn it. Fucking remote. Any signs of what?
Any signs of being in a war. So, like, they sharpened all those knives, all those arrowheads.
Just to bury them.
Just to bury them.
Again, though, if you're a king and you're gonna die, you don't give a shit about who you leave behind, you know?
Oh, yeah, I know, but it's just
Especially
crazy. 37 years to do all that and have all that detail on the faces, which they don't know if it's actual, like, what they looked like, or they just made stuff up. They don't know. And obviously you're never going to know because there's not really any records on it.
Right. It's pretty crazy.
And then they dug up actually bones, so it's like his slaves are actually buried there too, like the people that died of fatigue and stuff.
Well, that's like the Egyptians, when the pharaohs died and everything, they'd bury their servants with them, which that would be like the worst day ever. Well, the king's dead. Damn it.
Yeah. Guess you get to go. You gotta serve him in the afterlife.
Fuck that shit. Fuck that jazz.
Yeah, I wouldn't want it. I'd be like, yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Sounds like a great deal, but
yeah.
Nah. Okay.
I'm not gonna do it because you don't own me once you kill me.
Yeah. Good luck with that, bitch.
Yeah. Good luck owning me. But then there's the heads of on Easter Island. That is a mystery too. And I watched one on that where
I think I've probably seen all these documentaries because
there's a lot.
I watched the one on the terracotta statue before I went to China because I was watching like every documentary I could find on YouTube and on Netflix. I was watching because I was getting pumped for the trip. And then I did watch one on Easter Island where they were figuring out different ways of how they moved them.
Yeah, I watched that one a long time ago.
Yeah, and I thought that was kind of interesting how they were moving them around.
The terracotta one was actually it's a Nova on PBS. They have a few things on Netflix, but it was their latest episode.
Public broadcasting station. Support your local PBS station.
Yeah. Viewers like you.
Yeah.
No, because I don't give you any money.
I don't give you shit.
I just reap the benefits of watching this.
Yeah. It reminds me of, like, school. It's like every video we'd ever watch in class would always be, like, a PBS video.
Yeah, right. Matrix, what is that called? Schoolhouse Rock.
Schoolhouse Rock.
You remember that?
No.
Yeah, that was like elementary, so.
Can you explain?
It's like this cartoon, and basically taught you about the government, and it like sang songs. So like one of the
Is that
episodes I
Bill on
remember.
Capitol Hill?
Yeah,
Yeah, I've seen that.
yeah,
Just a Bill on Capitol Hill. You ever watch Muzzy?
yes.
That was fucking bullshit.
Yeah, and then it's just like we watch it. Yeah, they made you watch it in Spanish with no subtitles, so you're just like watching it.
And you're just like, what the fuck is happening? He's like eating like parking meters and shit. Like,
Yeah.
you're committing a felony, sir.
Yeah,
Not sure if I should be learning from
like,
you.
speaking in Spanish, and then like you're like, "What's going on?" And then the last day of that class, you watched it in English,
Yeah,
and you didn't even finish it. I don't even remember half of it.
it was pretty
I
random.
just remember like falling asleep to it because it was in Spanish, and I'm like, I'm not interested anymore.
I'm in like no way. No offense if you guys are Spanish out there, but I'm in no way interested in learning Spanish. It's just not. It's just something I'm not. Don't have an interest in. Couldn't tell you why. Just doesn't appeal to me.
Yeah, well, half the reason I don't like it is because it is like in elementary school and even high school, they like force feed it to you.
Yeah. Hold on one
So,
second.
and it's just like,
Okay.
so in elementary school or whatever, when they had the person come down and she was wheeling a cart or something and she's going to teach you Spanish, and I was always really annoyed. It's like, oh God. Because it was always the same thing. It was always months, colors, the alphabet, and I was just like, as a kid, I'm just like, I don't want to learn this.
Right.
And I was a real stubborn kid, so that was literally probably majority of the reason I don't want to learn something like that is because they literally force fed it to you.
Right. Yeah, I can understand that.
Which they're doing, like, now they're getting rid of Spanish and force feeding them Chinese.
Which is stupid. But I'd rather learn
Yeah.
Chinese anyways, because China's pretty awesome when it comes to
Yeah, but
my experience. At
like
least
to
with it.
force feed you, to force feed little kids to speak it.
I don't think that's right. I feel like it should be your choice, but personally, I'd rather learn Chinese than Spanish. I just like the language. I think it's more complex. It's just more like less people know it. I mean, I take that back. Less people in America know it. Like less Americans know how to speak Chinese.
But like, it's just
plus, it'd be really fun to scream in Chinese. Just get in like really mad arguments, you know. It'd be fun.
But they're just doing that because they're like, oh yeah, learning a second language, it actually makes you smarter in life.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it makes you smarter. I just think it helps with jobs and stuff. But again, that's it should be up to you, not up to the school or whatever.
Yeah, but they think, because studies show that people that actually learn a second language get better grades, but I don't think, this is what I really don't like, is they're like, yeah, they get better grades and they get like better jobs, but I don't believe that a company should judge people by how well they did. Or like if you're a C student or something and you could be working way harder than the person that's getting all A's, but they're like, oh yeah, that A person, he worked a lot harder.
No, you know the saying, what do you call a doctor that gets all C's?
Yeah.
A doctor. So, when you go see your doctor, you don't know what he had. You don't know if he failed, barely made it through med school.
You don't.
Yeah, they don't advertise that shit. So
the employer that's going to employ you looks at that.
no, I know. I'm just
he
saying.
may or may not hire you.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. It's a thought to think about.
But everything's about grades. And it's not particular. Like, I can understand failing on purpose, but if you're, like, really applying yourself or really trying, that C student may try a lot harder than the person getting an A.
I just don't think it's totally up to, like, just because you're not doing good in a class doesn't mean you're not trying. You know, I can't tell you how many times I've taken classes and just not done good because of the teacher, or because mainly because of the teacher, or like shitty assignments where I'm just not interested. And it's like, I mean, granted, they don't care if you're not interested. You're supposed to just learn it, but it's like,
I did that in the political science class.
I'd rather have history than political science.
Exactly. Like, they're like, oh yeah, it'll make you a better voter. And I'm just like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, and then it's just like, they're like, yeah, this is good because we have this. And it's like, yeah, if we followed that. Or it's like trying to get like the good things out of it, and it's like, again, you have to take it, and it's a class that you have to take, so they force feed it to you again. It's the force feeding.
Right.
And then I'm just like, or some of the other classes that you have to take before you can take the actual class that will help you. Like, any medical area to go into medical, you have to have, like, upper class math. It's like, when are you going to use that?
Well.
Oh, yes, he has 2 lungs. Good thing I took that calculus.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I can relate, man. But again, that's universities. That's getting into, they just want your money.
Yeah, nobody would take that class otherwise.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So, I mean, it sucks, but it's just kind of the way things are. I've literally fought that argument so many times, and it's like, I'm just like...
I don't fight the argument, I'm just...
No, I have, like, at school, like, I've talked about it with so many people at school, that it's just like you realize you're just talking to a wall sooner or later. It's like things will never change. People are greedy. They want money. It's just the way of the world.
Yeah. I'd feel like college would be way better if you had less book work and literally more hands-on job experience where you're going into where you can actually prove yourself. Like, you could learn all about graphic design and you can have your whatever the teacher says for you to make, but that's what you have.
What?
You don't have the 1 year minimum experience for the company, or all you have is what the professor wanted you to make, which may or may not be what you're going into in graphic design.
Right.
Which, that's all you can show. But if you had, say, some college work where you're learning the basic of how to do it, but then you also had where you had that experience to work at a company, like an internship, which a lot of people do, but it's not part of college. Like, you literally have to graduate first.
Right.
And I think just being in an internship, you'd really know what you want to do instead of graduate and waste 4 years and realize this isn't what I should do.
Oh, fuck. I messed up.
But no, school, all that work ethic is all about grades.
Yeah, that's why I'm done. God, these augers need to freaking run longer. It's bullshit. Alright. Alright, what else? Wait a minute. I did that wrong? I did do that wrong. It's like way wider. Why is that 2 blocks tall? It is 2 blocks tall. Oh, okay. And then goes in. Doing something wrong here. Oh. Wow, sir, there's your problem. How did I go? It's hard to like mimic this stuff. How the fuck did I do that? Oh, I know what I did. God, that is like... I'm confusing myself with how I built things. I built something and it's like super complicated and I'm like, how the hell did I do that?
Magic.
It kind of seems like it, almost.
Civil physics, really. You place the block on top of another block. Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Yeah. Get in that corner. There we go. Okay, we'll support this now. Oh, really? Okay. I'll put this across. And then damn fuck. You finished the stairs?
Yeah. The bed does.
You missed a spat. God damn it.
That auger is so loud.
Yeah, I know. More concrete. It's all the same all the way over, right? Oh, wait. Here it's... like that. Yep. Okay, cool. Bada bing, bada boom. Concrete again. I wanted to get this done. Just basically repeat that stuff. Here. All of these, 4, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Can you even make concrete cylinders in the game? Like the columns?
I'm sure you can.
What was the thing we were talking about? The thing that we couldn't make? Was there something?
The
else?
trim pieces. And whatever the concrete trim 2-block also. The one that I'm placing to the floor.
Oh.
And the one that has like the gray lines in it. The fancy looking one.
Right. Okay. And itchy nose.
I can't imagine making this on the actual real game.
Oh, dude, this would be ridiculous.
But they're changing it up how you make it and stuff, which would make it so much harder to do.
As if it wasn't already hard enough.
Yeah, but you actually have like to pour it in there. You have to actually make the cement. And you pour it in there, and then you upgrade it, and you have to wait for it to dry.
Are you kidding me? Kind of seems like it's getting to the point where it's like you're doing your fucking taxes.
I just hope they make it stronger.
Yeah, make it at least worth building. So if you make it so hard to make, it's gonna be like, why even do it? You know?
Yeah,
You can
like
just destroy it
cobblestone.
really easily.
Like cobblestone, it's like,
Yeah, really difficult to make, and it breaks in 5 seconds. Ramp. Where's the right one? What do you want? I think it's done. Oh, wait. Got 2 more things I gotta do. And then the trim is right above. Yep. it's hard to do this with fucking pillars in the way. Screw it, let's go all the way around. Go, 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 go. Alright, guys, well, I think this is going to wrap up episode 27. We've made a ton of progress today. We actually did really well. Just got to do the roof and the interior, part 28. And then probably the end of part 28 or the beginning of part 29, we'll start the wall. But thanks, guys, for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. It looks really fucking cool. I like it. Looks really sweet. Turned out a lot better than I thought it was going to, actually. But, yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you next time for part 28. Alright, guys, have a good one.